I have 3 principles. One of them is being ready. What's being ready? It's a high standard. It means putting in the work and doing daily what ordinary people do occasionally. Putting in the work and doing daily what ordinary people do occasionally. Now, people might think of that, yeah, you've had many great games. You went out, you won the season opener after a Super Bowl in 2006. You beat Miami. You threw 3 touchdown passes. But there was a time that I wasn't ready. Let me take you back a couple years. I remember being in 6th grade. Now, I remember at the end of the year, everyone's starting to prepare, getting ready for Kennywood. And I'm like, yeah, we're getting ready for Kennywood. At that point, there were a bunch of people getting called down to the guidance counselor's office. So I'm like, cool, I'm going down. We're already getting a jump start on what the summer's going to look like. So at this point, the guidance counselor comes out and he says, I just want to congratulate you all. Congratulate me? Yes. He says, you all have failed 6th grade. What? Now I'm picturing this walk home to my mom's house. I'm going home. I'm riding. It's a 15-minute walk. It was about an hour and a half. My mother got off of work at 4 o'clock and I still wasn't home. I got home and she literally said, with a smile on her face, she said, I just want to thank you. I said, what are you thanking me for? I got to go to summer school. She said, it's okay. Because something that you excel at is now being taken away from you. You're not allowed to play football until you pass your classes. Now, when you're in Little League, that extends all the way till August. Practice starts at the end of July. Not only did I have to go to summer school, my mother made me go to practice. And I'm thinking I'm ready to go because my uniform is right here. She said, you can have a seat right there. And not only are you going to sit and watch practice, but you're going to study while they're practicing. I'm like, wow. Now, that was a real eye-opener for me because that was the first time that I didn't take class serious. But that was the only time that I failed any other class because now I realized that sports and education go hand in hand. And at that point, that's when it started clicking to me. Okay, you want to know what? You need to take it serious if you want to continue to play the game of football. I want to do one thing with you. I need a volunteer that can help me. Which one? Who can help me, right? I need a volunteer. Come on up here. What's your name?
Rachel.
Rachel.
Yes.
Are you a Steeler fan?
I am.
Okay, you better be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, you sit back. Here's an actual helmet that I wear. So, when I talk about being ready, that means, yes, coach, I'm all I need. I'm suited up. I'm ready to go into the game. There's your helmet. That's all you need. Well, let me see you try on your helmet. So, she's ready. It fits. You want to buckle it up?
I can. How do you do it?
So, normally...
Never worn one of these before.
So, she's ready. So now she's sitting back. She's ready. Let me see a stance. You got a quarterback stance for me? That's more like a linebacker stance. Quarterback stance is, hand on, getting ready for the snap, hand on the center's butt, other hand underneath. You ready to go? Yep.
I'm ready.
Let me hear your signal. Set. Blue 18.
Hut.
Go. Yep. Hut. Hut. She's ready. She's ready to go. Now, let's see you take a drop back. 3-step drop. Go 1, 2, 1, 2. So now she's sitting back. She's ready. But then at some point during the course of a snap, guess what? An offensive lineman loses their block. So now here comes a linebacker and embrace because I'm about to hit you. So just imagine being in this situation, but you have to get ready to football because if you don't avoid this first person, guess what? There's somebody else around that's rolling to cream your crop. And nobody wants to get hit by a free linebacker. But when you sit back and you're able to step up into pressure, you become the pro because you're able to step up and it gives you the ability to adapt and throw the football. That's being cool under pressure. But being cool under pressure can mean a lot of different things. But cool under pressure, if you're able to do that for a number of times, guess what? It makes you a Super Bowl champion.
Oh, yeah.
So, give Rachel a round of applause. Give Go ahead. You can sit back down. Go ahead. Yeah, you can't keep that. That's not. Yeah, you can wear a helmet a little bit like. But give Rachel another round of applause. Thank you. So we'll work on getting that helmet off of her. But it's one of those things here. I want you to remember there's 3 principles. You sit back and say being ready, being resilient, and being a pro. Being ready, what did I say? It's a high standard. It means putting in the work and doing daily what ordinary people do occasionally. Being resilient, the ability to adapt to change or misfortune. Being the pro gives you the ability to outlast. I'm going to challenge you with doing something differently that you've ever done before. How are you going to better your team? How are you going to turn around and make this organization better than it was when you stepped in here? That was my role in the Pittsburgh Steelers, making the team better than when it was when I left, knowing that they were okay because they had a solid group of leaders. But as you get older, guess what? They look to replace you. Doesn't matter what profession that you're in. How are you going to accept it? How are you going to challenge yourself with your attitude? Mental preparation, giving you the power to outlast and make sure that you know your game plan better than any other team leader that you have on your team. Never giving the owner an opportunity to cut you. Now, your owner can be different. It could be a manager. It could be the next level up, general manager like we have, coach, general manager, owner. Don't give them the ability to cut you because you don't know your job. If you know your job, you know you stand there with confidence and you know the value that you bring to a football team. Better yet, this management team that you're capable of doing.